Welcome to Boostfad Academy Computer Tutorial Series. This is tutorial number 12, where I'll be discussing about desktop environment. If you remember, in my last tutorial, I discussed about connecting a computer system and power on a computer system. If you remember, I said after we power on a computer system, the computer will boot, then we enter what we call the desktop background. This background we are looking at, we call it desktop background. So we need to understand each of the features that we have there. If we look at the desktop background, one of the things you are going to see is recycle bin. So the work of the recycle bin is that anything you delete on the computer system, either a file, picture, or folder, so everything will be temporarily stored in a recycle bin. So which means if you can open the recycle bin. When you open the recycle bin, you will find all the files you have deleted from your computer system inside the recycle bin. In a situation whereby you want to regain any of those files again, so you can retrieve it back. Let's take for example like this picture. If I click on it, if I press delete on my keyboard, so you can see the computer will ask, are you sure you want to move this shortcut to recycle bin? If I press yes, you realize that the picture disappeared. But if I open my recycle bin, I will find it inside the recycle bin by double clicking on it. You can see this is the picture. If I click on it, if I right click, like I said when I was in my tutorial on clicking, if I right click on it, you can see restore. If I click on restore, it will restore back the picture. You can see the picture return back to where it is. So recycle bin is one of the icons you find on the screen. Other icons you are looking at, like this Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, the folders, they are all shortcuts. Initially, they don't usually view on the screen, but the users are the one that created them to appear on the screen so that they can easily access any of them. So like this one, and this is a Microsoft Word icon. So it's a shortcut. Instead of me to go through the long process of clicking window in order to open Microsoft Word, I can create a shortcut. Especially for most of the programs we use most of the time, we can create a shortcut on the screen. So anytime we want to use the program, we only double click on it. If I double click on this one, Microsoft Word, you can see it's loading. So it opens Microsoft Word. The same thing happens if I double click on this one, which is Excel, Microsoft Excel. It will open a Microsoft Excel program. So which means each of these icons we are looking at, they are shortcuts. If I double click on any of the folder, it will open the folder and show every details that we have inside the folder. So we have folder. The same thing happens, we have a browser. You can also create shortcut for your browser. So that is the essence, everything we have under the desktop background. So the last one is what we call the taskbar. What do I call it? This bar that we are looking at the bottom of the screen, we call it the taskbar. That is where any of the program you opened, you will see an indicator, it appeared there. Also, we can also pin some common programs that we know that we often use. We can pin them on the taskbar as well. Like this one now, all this program you are looking at, like this folder, you can, because I've opened some folders, it shows the list of the folders that I've opened. If I take my mouse pointer there, it will pop up all the folders that have been opened on the system. So if I want to work on any of them, I will just take the mouse pointer to it. You can see it displayed. If I remove it back, so it's asking me, is it this one I want to open or this one? So whichever one I want to open, I will just go there and click, so it will open. So I can minimize it back. So the same thing happens like this one now. This is a Chrome. logo. So it's been pinned there as a shortcut to make it easier for me to easily access the Chrome studio in case I want to browse others like this one. So like this program we are looking at, they are all pinned there. Print scanner, Photoshop, and other programs that you are looking at, they are being pinned to the taskbar. How to do that? How do you add a program to the taskbar? How do you create a shortcut to the window background is what I will be taking in my next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share it with others. Like I said, in the next video I will be discussing about how to create a folder. All those folders you are looking on the screen, how do we create them? Also, how do we create shortcuts for programs like the one I showed you on the taskbar? If you want to add a program to the taskbar, how are you going to do that? Those are the things I will be discussing in the next tutorial. I say till then, take care of yourself.